going on? It's My Life in the Shot. I'm your host, Donald Washington. That was the scene of December 6th in South Austin. According to legal help firm, his name is Christopher Lewis, 40 years old. Story from the news is going to say Christopher Lewis, 40 years old, was sitting in a vehicle on 1100 block of South Mason Avenue around 7:15 p.m. I'm going to get to that story. One of the things I want to talk about in this video is I was a big firm believer of stay and fight for your community. However, as you guys watch my show on YouTube, I show you guys car accidents, and just mass chaos. When do you pack up and say, all right, that's enough, and move out of some of these neighborhoods? December was a very hectic start to this December. One of the stories I want to talk about is this young lady. According to legal help firm, her name is Naima Fawkes, 22 years old. Story's going to read: a victim who was a concealed carry holder, had a weapon taken by a home invader, and then was shot once in the chest. I'm going to bring you guys that. I'm going to bring you guys out there to where that happened at. Also another young lady, and this is just two of them in December. There's another young lady as well. I'm not covering that particular story. They're gonna say in this particular story that the cause of death did come out and that she was shot. Her and her father. Giovanni Jenkins, she was only 27 years old. Her 79-year-old father was also shot in that particular house. They're gonna say shortly before 11 a.m. Police respond to residents, 8100 block, South Drexel. They were doing a will being checked. 2-year-old son was unharmed. Who did this is the mystery. I want to talk about that in a minute. As of yesterday or 2 days, month of December alone, 17 homicides, and it's more. It's more than that right now. I don't want to speculate how many, but as the month of December, already over 17 homicides 2 days ago. As of 2 days ago. Garfield Park, Inglewood, Austin, South Shore. And that's what I mean. When some of these neighborhoods, when do you say enough's enough? Grab your stuff, pack your kids up. I'm seeing stray bullets. I'm seeing people just running red lights. I give a story about I visit one of my homegirls. I'm not going to say which neighborhood. I ain't going to say which homegirl. But when I go visit her, I'm standing outside her crib. She like, oh yeah. She like, oh yeah, they was just shooting and you see the bullet holes right here hit my house. And I'm like, whoa. Oh yeah, and then they were just shooting at this house. Then right there, somebody got shot. Then down there, then I watched somebody on a motorcycle and they almost crashed. It crashed into somebody's porch. All within an hour, I'm sitting on this porch. Anyway, I want to bring you guys to this particular story. That's the video and the footage I showed you guys in the beginning scene. Even the witness out there was like, yo, man, they just ran up on him and just unleashed shots. Christopher Lewis, 40 years old, sitting in his vehicle. Somebody approached, fired shots at him. As of yesterday, no arrests have been made. Saying he's just sitting in his car. 7:15 when somebody approached, car on foot, and fired shots. I don't know how long he was sitting in his car. That is not a good idea in Chicago. It is not. This particular story. Now, I watched a firearm instructor, a good friend of mine, Michael Brown. I've called him about this story, and he talks about gun training and on how to handle guns. What was this about? At first, I'm like, wait a minute. Could that person have known her, had some beef? Story's going to say a woman was killed after being shot with her own gun by a home invader early Wednesday. They said police say the 22-year-old victim was inside her home on the 9400 block, South Lawrence, around 3:18 a.m. When a woman she did not know got inside. But my thing is this: why would somebody break in there, no weapon? What was this? An armed robbery? Was this some beef. I don't know what's going on. But they began to argue. So, man, concealed carry holders. If y'all see somebody in your house, you don't know them, start shooting. Defend yourself right away. Don't get close to them. Stay a distance. Stay a distance to where they can't grab the gun, get a hold of the gun. Don't argue with them. Don't negotiate with them. They invade your house. To start defending your house. I'm wondering, how do they know all this information? Was it an intruder? Was there witnesses? I'm not exactly sure what's going on in this case. Nonetheless, tragic. Beautiful young girl. And like I was saying, so many stories. Should you just, because how many stories have I done to where good, law-abiding citizens are just chilling in their house and somebody just break in and murder the whole family, or shoot, or just straight bullets? When do you say, hey, you know what? But here's the thing. A lot of people don't have enough money. It's expensive to move. It is. Anyway, they're going to say, yeah, the cause of death has been found. They has been shot. After forcing their way. They did a well-being check on this person, and she did not show up to work. Something to that effect. And when they forced their way into the home, they found 27-year-old Giovanni Jenkins and a 79-year-old father deceased. I've also done a story about a man that had a heart attack. I think it was in California. And after the heart attack, this young boy is 2 years old, but, he may need some help after this. The WHO, I'm not going to speculate on the WHO. I am very interested in keeping you guys updated on the WHO. Because I am very interested in the WHO. Alright, so now, when do you say, you know what? This block is just too rough. It ain't happening. In California, some of them hot cities, they got tent city, they got homeless shelters that you could go live in, but it ain't that easy for everybody. It ain't that easy, just to pick up and move. I understand that. But some of these blocks, man, I'm doing way too many straight bullets. There's another young girl that was six, something like that. And there was some gangbangers just shooting down the street. My thing is this. Why isn't this an emergency for us in our communities? I did a story in Chinatown where it was one of them that got hit. And they said, oh, no, not here. Y'all is not bringing this here. They set up community watches. They set up cameras everywhere. They met with the mayor, the governor, the police chiefs. They asked them, man, what are y'all going to do? They asked the people in the community, what are y'all going to do? Because this is everybody's problem. When are we going to say, hey, enough's enough? Shout out to New Era Chicago. I followed them as they went to different neighborhoods and patrolled the community. And sometimes only a hot 10 to 15 people showed up with them. Let me repeat that. 10 to 15 people. That's it. Babies, 10, 6, 5, 3, 7-year-old. Last year, I forget the count, but it was like 27 children under 10 dead. Straight bullets. And we have done nothing. New Era Chicago did a community where group economics community, I forget what they called it. They called it Cash Mob when I was following them in 2016 to 2018. And what they would do is they would gather up people in the community and they would shop with businesses in the community. And therefore they get jobs to these children in the community. I just did one the other day, like a month and a half, 2 months ago. Tell you how many people showed up. Less than 6 people, including me, showed up. 6. I'm gonna try to share their information. I told them to send me the information when they get it, when they do go out there and they patrol the communities and when they go to different communities. But they are trying to make a difference. There is good going on in the city. You guys have a safe holidays. I will be watching everything that go on. Shout out to everybody sending me stories. I appreciate it. I'm looking, I'm sharing them, I'm watching them. All right, y'all. So stay tuned. Peace, peace.